What's up, Internet? How are you guys doing today? My name is Josh, and today we're going to talk about why Structures Plus is better than vanilla. Alright, welcome to a little quick video. I want to talk about some things and why I am completely in love with Structures Plus as compared to vanilla building. As you can see here, I am attempting to build basically an octagonal tower bit, right? And I'm just having the hardest time just finding the appropriate place to snap these fence foundations. And if you're on Xbox, if you're on, PlayStation, unfortunately they haven't done up the mods for consoles yet. I've heard rumors that they want to do mods for consoles, but I don't think they've released them yet. So unfortunately, this video is going to be geared more towards the PC players that can actually access and download the Steam mods. So, as you see with vanilla structures, for whatever reason, it seems like the more weight you place on a singular snap point finally allows you to do what you're trying to do here. And it took me a while before we even came in to do this thing. So one of the things I want to show you guys now is the difference between regular vanilla structures, and you see like there's that little overlap right there and all of that kind of stuff. So if I was trying to build an octagonal tower to go upwards from, it would just be a giant pain in the butt. But let's just say I started off with this area right here, right? So we're gonna go 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, right? Now on the edges of these, we're gonna place some squares. There we have it. And then we'll place, again, more triangles. Just like so. So now we're at a point where instead of having 6 sides and instead of having 8 sides, we have 12 sides, and they are all equal. Now a lot of people complain about these triangles not being, not cutting these squares in half like that. And the biggest issue with that is twofold. Number one, the squares, having them cut in half like that, your walls aren't going to fit on the long side properly. So number two, having equilateral triangles along with that wall thing that I was just talking about also allows you to do more unique builds like this. So as we saw in the Imperial City build, as things progress, you get to a point where you'll actually be able to basically build an entire location out of these pieces. And it's quite interesting, really, the way that this works. So, oh no, that's not what I wanted to happen. So as you can see, the way these triangles work, the way that they place, again, I apologize, that wasn't what my intention was. I'm trying to go fast and talk at the same time. So the way that these triangles place and the way that they work, if you're trying to build a circular area like this, you continuously want to build a square adjacent to the triangles, just like that. So I hope using the glass and the metal pieces really helps you visualize basically how you would go about doing this. The other beauty of Structures Plus as compared to vanilla structure placing is if I were to place these guys right here and then grab some gates, I would be able to snap gates on the end. So give me just a moment while I grab that spawn code and we'll be right back. Alright, welcome back everybody. We're going to talk about how these gates place. So if you see right here, they're not placing where those triangles are at. So in the hypothetical sense, if you wanted to make a central location and then continue building, you wouldn't be able to place those triangles. So you pick these triangles up, then you place these bad boys, and now you can place that gate. I'm trying to use starkly different colors here just so that you guys can get an idea. Now the other question that I have is if I wanted to place a gate, see, now it wants to free place instead of snapping. So the triangle pieces don't have the same snapping points that the metal or the squares do, but as is the case with Structures Plus, you can do this, and then let's see if it'll pick it up. It didn't pick it up, but it didn't break anything either. So we'll toss these guys down. Okay. And as you can see there, it is snapped to the square pieces. So even if I place these triangles like that, if I pick these square pieces up, the idea was that it was going to break, but it's also touching the ground, and that's probably what's preventing it from breaking, is the fact that it touches the ground like that. So again, not too major of an issue, but one thing to keep in mind is, I want to say right there. So the other thing to keep in mind is while you're building this is where they actually land. So when you build out, a lot of times you'll probably want to place a ceiling tile instead of all of these other pieces. So now we've got all that done, right? We understand how things place, we understand how the squares work, we understand all of that, right? So now let's say we want to build something truly unique, oddly shaped, just off the wall, right? We want to go just crazy, right? So let's give ourselves a couple of rules to follow. Rule number 1 is no more than 4 squares in any singular position. So there's our 4 squares, right? And rule number 2 is after we place those squares, we have to make sure that we place triangles in some fashion, right? So that's not gonna work quite right, but what will work is that guy. See, now we've got a square that shoots off the side over there. We got that triangle going that direction. Let's see. We got this guy. Yeah, sure, we can keep that triangle there. And then we'll toss you there. So 2, 3, and 4. Now let's see how this all pans out. As you see, when it gets wider, when it gets farther out, when things like this happen, it's, you know, it's going to be a little wonky. So maybe we don't want to go like this. Maybe we just want to have a different set of squares, right? I mean, that's acceptable, that's fine. So then we'll toss these guys here, we'll make a little octagon bit, and then we'll toss another guy there, we'll make another little octagon bit, we'll go 2, 3, and I'm not sure how, yeah, that's, no wait, I apologize. What's going to happen here is that, and then I do believe that that will have to happen. Anyway, as you can see, as you build with the Structures Plus foundation pieces, you can completely get some amazing angles going. I hope this inspires you to build better. I'm gonna keep goofing off with these triangles though. This is interesting to me. Look at this. Imagine encountering a base that looked like that. That'd be pretty cool. Alright guys, see you next time. Hey, before you all go, I just wanted to take a moment to remind you that you can find me on social media, support me on Patreon, and subscribe here for more videos. Also, please don't forget to smack that like button if you like the video, and comment down below. Come be a part of the family.